years.
I'm 20 years older than you. Dude, now you're just trying to ruin my night.
I'm like 32.
Are you seriously 32? You're
No
not
way.
32.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
I'm up there too. I'm in my 50s.
Right, I knew it. I knew you. I had a few years on you, but not too many.
Yeah, just a couple.
Wow. How you doing, Mike? It's good to see you.
Pretty good. I thought I'd jump on here. How's my audio? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds so much better than the panel show.
Yeah, if somebody would have told me, it's when I first jumped on Zoom, for some reason it clicked over to my default webcam one, and I didn't know it because everybody else was talking, and then I don't hear my own voice. So afterwards I watched, I was like, I went back and checked my settings, and it was set to the default.
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually said something, I think the week prior. I said, something's wrong with your mic. We can hardly hear you, Mike. And then I thought, well, I don't know. Maybe his bandwidth is choked up about the time I'm having my panel, because it happened, like last Sunday. And I thought, he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. He likes the haircut.
Yeah, it's good look for you, man. It's good look for you.
It's too damn hot to be working with long hair, working outdoors.
Oh, man. Tell me about it. Of course, I haven't had to deal with that for a long time. That's something that's changed.
Well, you were working on a deck not too long ago, right?
Yeah, but
not for work, but
yeah, but I don't have much snow on top, so
okay.
I didn't have to worry about keeping the heat in.
Yeah. I like it. I do it like once a year anyway.
Yeah. It feels great though, doesn't it, when it's hot out?
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, I'll jump on real quick before everybody else says. I think is Brad coming on? It's his topic, right?
I don't know. He didn't say whether or not he would one way or the other. But he's he knows he's warm welcome. But
yeah.
And
I'll just be real quick. When you were talking about television, I want to jump on because, like I said, we're about the same age, and some people, like these younger kids, really can't appreciate it if they grew up with like a big screen TV. And we're talking, if you're just talking about black and white, they kind of just, use it like as, they put it on their filters and that nowadays, and like Tony, viewed this or viewed that.
Mr. Black and White.
When we grew up with it, all the shows were in black and white, but it wasn't just black and white. I remember, I don't know how you were, but we can afford a television, and I grew up when I was young, and we had like an 11-inch black and white, that all of us would crowd around, and we didn't know any better, that, we appreciate that, but we'd all gather around this little tiny black and white TV that was fuzzy, and you had VHF and UHF, and you had to
manually change the channels. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's just now that everybody's got their phone and they're carrying around 4K, shooting slow-mo, video with something in their pocket. It's just that's just something that just blows my mind that how quick everything is happening right now.
Yeah, and that's funny you say that, because we had the same situation, right? I remember the 13-inch black and white that we had for years, and I think we ended up upgrading to what, like a 19-inch, and that was maybe a used floor console or something. Yeah, and then of course color was around that corner. But you also said it's funny how things have changed, and you're I was going to get to this later, but I find it kind of odd how things have really stayed the same as well. Now technology has changed. But think about it, man. We're not in flying cars. They're the kitchen of the future never really happened. We still use fire and hot wires to cook our food, with the exception of microwaves. And all of our roads are still asphalt. You look around and you think, damn, this has probably been this way for 100 years. Some of these things have been this way for 100 years. And we're talking about these guys.
Yeah.
So when I thought about this subject and Brad brought it to my attention, I thought, we're going to find out how things have changed, but how really we're going to start talking about how things really stayed the same as well.
Yeah. Well, here's one too.
Ah, yes, the Princess model dial phone, man. Yeah, they kids today don't even know what phones with cords are.
No, no, not at all. In fact, they didn't even have. They actually took the cord off because remember they used to get all knotted up and everything.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
was probably trash.
and that was one you could take off because the model prior to that, they were fixed, dude. You literally had to spin the receiver until until you got it pretty much straight, or nice coil to it.
Yeah, but I know you probably got a lot of people coming on here tonight to talk because there's a lot of old people in the chat that talk about the good old days. They're a lot older than me, so no.
Well, I have a feeling that that's going to be my clientele, so I appreciate that, Mike.
But yeah, movies too. Before I go,
sure.
I mean, you remember, movies coming out. We've got so many. We just expect them to come one after the other.
Yeah.
But how many movies came out like in a year when we were growing up? A couple here and there.
Oh man, it was few and far between comparatively.
Yeah,
right?
Disney was like every 7 years, that they released like their, Beauty, Sleeping Beauty, and stuff like that. And now it's like on 24 hours a day on TV. So.
Oh yeah, And you'd only hear about maybe 5 to 10 summer movies. The entire summer.
Yep.
And they can they're producing those every day.
Yeah, crazy.
That is crazy.
Cool, but yeah, appreciate it, Jim. Just want to hop on here real quick and yak with you for a minute. So.
Well, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, man. Always a pleasure having you on the show.
Cool. Well, I'll let you get somebody else on here. I'll be in the chat for a little while and then back to work in the morning.
All right. Well, try to stay cool, and we'll talk to you soon, bud. Thanks.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Bye.